So I just wanna talk about the group targeting. I'm just gonna do a systematic breakdown tactic that is cult youths and the people in community are involved in this. The neighbors are involved in this. Your surrounding is involved in this. All the people that are close to you are involved in this. So I'm just gonna do a breakdown of it, step by step. So the systematic breakdown tactic is a covent method of a persecution, where shadow forces with the secret agendas isolate a person, apply relentless pressure, and poisons the environment with lies and manipulation. So what they do, they record and exploit the victim's struggles, spread false narratives to destroy their reputation, and label them as unstable or dangerous in the community. So step by step, what they do when the target is worn down until their natural reactions make them appear to be like the problem, while the true manipulators remain hidden. So it's usually tied usually tied to a long game life insurance frauds and possibly even more sinister agendas, whereby they use your documents identity without your consent. So the tactics, the people in systems are involved in this. First and foremost, the firefighters are involved, police are involved, all the people that are in systems are involved. First and foremost, what you must know. So the tactic is about breaking a person down systematically, not in one blow, but through a long, orchestrated campaign that chips away their mental, emotional, social, and spiritual stability. So it's like a psychological warfare mixed with social engineering. So here are the key steps in their tactics I'm going to help you with. So first, what they do, the first number one tactic that they do is isolation and alienation. That's the first and foremost, the isolation and alienation. So what they do, they slowly turn family, friends, and co-workers against the target through rumors, lies, and subtle manipulations. So their goal here is to make the person feel like nobody believes them and they are alone against the world. That's the first and foremost. Number two, they use pressures and triggers. That's their tactic number two. What they do here is they engineer stress by setting up situations where the person is constantly frustrated, doubled, or attacked. Substances that are used as well can be poisoning, drugs, alcohol, encouragement, whereby if you're an alcoholic, they will try to make sure that you go back to what you were doing, like drinking, or you were using drugs. They're going to try to use those things to make sure that you go back to their old program, to the old system, to the old beliefs that you were doing, or the things that you were doing in the past. So, and you may be covertly introduced to push them into acting out of your character. What they do, they try to push you to get out of your character. So number three, what they do is surveillance and staging. They place the cameras, record or stage witnesses to capture the person at their lowest moments. So these recordings are later weaponized to prove that the person is unstable or dangerous in the community. So after that, what they do next is number four, is a public shaming, reputation sabotage. Here they gossip, spreading gossip, whisper campaigns, or selective video evidence are shared to damage the person's credibility. And the image projected is, see, I told you, they were crazy, unstable, addicted, and dangerous. So, and number five, what they do next is institutional labeling. Once the reputation is weakened of the person, they escalate, like reporting the target to authorities, getting them flagged as unstable, or even placed as, or they even placed them on a watch list, whereby they placed hidden cameras around your neighborhood. Confirmation. So the effect. So what it does, this creates an official record for the institution that justifies further targeting and isolate them even more. So the effect it does on the individual that is targeted is that the victim begins like doubting themselves, like reacting defensively or breaking under the pressure. From the outside, it looks like the person is losing it, but in reality, a manufactured breakdown designed to strip away their power, credibility, and support system. So why it works most of the time? It's powerful because it uses victims' natural human reactions against them. It turns all lies into enemies. It turns the allies into enemies. It makes the target appear like the problem, while the true manipulators remain hidden. So that's what happening. So yeah, this is about the group targeting. I'm gonna get deep into it as the time goes. I'm gonna explain it more, what it's all about, the smear campaigns and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep sharing what's going on, because I'm one of the victims as well in my community, where I'm being where I'm being watched 24/7, monitored, every of my moves. So yeah, love and light. I'm gonna create the next episode talking about this. So yeah, so amazing. We're gonna conquer this step by step. We're gonna conquer this. We're gonna conquer this. We're gonna conquer this. We're gonna conquer this. We're gonna conquer this.